and welcome back to my channel. We are continuing our book review series today with perhaps the worst book series, in fact, ever. This is the last of a 4-set, I believe like 4 series, although she did a bunch of spin-offs as well. It's called After Ever Happy. Now, the reason is because the series itself is the After series. The first book is called After, and I'm gonna forget the middle ones. I don't remember, but they'll have After in them. I'll put them right here, all the different ones. And it's a big book, and all of them are big. This one, I mean, obviously it's pretty big writing, as you can see. But it's exactly 500 pages. Now, it's written by this woman named Todd. And she started writing this on the internet as One Direction fan fiction. So it's very similar, I would say, to 50 Shades of Grey, which most people know, I think, but in case you don't, it started as Twilight fan fiction and then became a book. So Anna here started it as here, Sensation Imaginator 1D. So the characters in it are named Hardin and Tessa. It's about a love story between them. And Hardin is British, blah blah blah, and he's supposed to be Harry Styles. Oh, here we go. Here's the other ones. So we have After, and then the second book is After We Collided. And then it's After We Fell, and then she wrote one called, and then I don't think I'll read because it was written after, called Before, which is it's all about their love story, and Before, I think, is what their lives were before they met, because After, it's after we fell in love, right? Or after I met him. Okay, and a library sticker. Tessa and Hardin have to find they get their fairy tale after ever happy. Life will never be the same, so I don't know what's under here, but you get it. Okay, so here's the synopsis. Tessa and Hardin have had enough surprises. Their bond is stronger than ever, but every new challenge they face shakes their foundation and Hardin's impenetrable facade to the core. As the shocking truth about their families emerges, it's clear the two lovers are not so different from each other. Tessa is no longer the sweet, simple girl she once was when she met Hardin, any more than he is the cruel, moody boy she fell so hard for. Tessa understands all the troubling emotions brewing with Hardin, and she knows she was the only one who can calm him when he erupts. He needs her, but the more layers of his past that come to light, the darker he grows, and the harder he pushes Tessa and everyone else in his life away. After all this time, Tessa's not sure if she can really save him, not without sacrificing herself. Is the love worth losing her identity? She refuses to go down without a fight. But who is she really fighting for, Hardin or herself? And here we go. Anna Todd's After fanfiction racked up 1 billion reads online and captivated readers across the globe. Now experience the internet's most talked about series for yourself. And then she did the mixing of their name, Hardin and Tessa, to hashtag Hessa. Oh, I guess she's written other books, but anyway, it also was made into a movie with, oh my gosh, I forget the girl's name, but it's the sister of the girl from 13 Reasons Why, the girl who plays Hannah. It's her sister, and once you know that, you definitely can see the resemblance. So I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5. No, okay, sorry. I did this again with the other one. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. No, I'll give it a 2 out of 5. It's a 2 out of 5. Because here's the thing. Nothing happens in these books. Nothing. But I think what's really clever that the author does is it's a love story. And she flips back and forth between their perspectives here. There's Tessa, then there's Hardin. And so you get both people's internal dialogue of the same situation. Or the story continues, but then it tells you what they thought of certain scenarios and whatever. You're getting a first person narrative back and forth, which I think is really compelling. But literally it's 500 pages. I'm not actually even done it yet. I'm on page 314 and nothing has happened. So the way she wrote it is really compelling. It's on par with a Stephanie Meyer's Twilight type read. My issue with it is that she very much simplifies very complex issues. She uses addiction, for example, as a plot moving device, which is fine, but she doesn't have a nuanced, in my opinion, view of what addiction really is and what it means and that sort of thing. She also fiercely defends the relationship between Hardin and Tessa, and it's a pretty messed up relationship, and she doesn't see it for what it's worth. It's very toxic, and it worries me that people don't see this as toxic. They confuse honestly psychological and mental abuse with passion. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she, as an author, defends their relationship as one of the greatest love stories of all time. And it's just not. It's a compelling book. It's not a relationship that anyone should strive for. And, it's definitely a guilty pleasure read. And I'm entertained by it. But it is a bad book with bad messaging. So, entertaining, but really, really bad. And definitely not for someone as old as I am. I started the series probably 4 years ago. And so I'm committed to finishing it. I'm late to the party. Obviously, she's written other books since. She also, I think, has another one after, before. This is the 4th one. This one, so it slots right here. But I think she also wrote another book from one of the more minor characters' perspectives and their relationship. So she's really milking this for all it's worth. Which honestly is smart. I don't falter for that, but definitely not something you should look for in your relationship, but an entertaining book nonetheless. And they have made a movie series out of it. It's pretty bad. It's like Twilight, but 10,000 times worse. Because there's no real plot. At least in Twilight, they have vampires, and there's some sort of main plot that's aside. This is just a toxic relationship. And, I mean, you see how big this book is. The other books are just as long. So, anyway, have you read it? What are your thoughts? Have you seen the movies? The movies seem very low budget and really, really poorly done. Also, it's just not, especially the Hardin character they picked, or actor they picked. I'm just not a fan. Like, he's not who I picked, who I would have picked. And as someone who used to love One Direction, and Harry Styles, back in the day specifically. He was like a teenage heartthrob. I don't really like the casting for it, but I also just like, it's hard to make a book where nothing happens, because it's all about internal dialogue, right? So like not a lot happens, but like you get their perspectives and their histories and like why they act the way they do in book form, and you just can't do that in a film. So for me, the film really misses the mark, but again, I'm committed. So I've watched them. I think 3 films have been released so far. So I'm reading this before they release the next one, which I don't even know when that will be, probably in like 2 years. But I just wanted to bite the bullet and get this over with. But entertaining. Let me know your thoughts. Have you read this? Did you read it online? Do you have another perspective? Am I getting anything wrong? I don't want to give you too much, but there's also not a ton to give. So yeah, like I said, 2 to 5, and we'll see how long it takes me to finish it. I read pretty much that far in like 2 days, so I think I'll be done very soon and move on with my life. Okay, that was it for this video. See you next time.